students. My name is Aftab Ahmed, teacher GMS Kandi Payeen. Today our topic is non-contact force, class 8 subject science. Dear students, from last 4 or 5 days we are studying about force. Today we are going to discuss about non-contact force. Non-contact force are those forces which are exerted by bodies without being in contact with other body. So, in non-contact force, first of all, we will discuss about magnetic force. So, what is it? Magnetic force, the force exerted by a magnet. The force exerted by a magnet is an example of non-contact force. A magnet can exert a force on another magnet without being in contact with it. So we are simply say that a magnet is an example of force exerted by a magnet is an example of non-contact force. Similarly, the force exerted by a magnet on a piece of iron is also a non-contact force. So, next is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. What is electrostatic force? The force exerted by a charged body. The force exerted by a charged body on another body. The force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. This force comes into play even when the bodies are not in contact. Thus, electrostatic force is another example of non-contact force. So the next is gravitational force. Gravitational force. Gravity is not a property of Earth alone. In fact, every object in the universe, whether small or large, exerts a force. Every object in the universe, whether small or large, exerts a force on every other object. This force is known as gravitational force. This is known as gravitational force. So, gravitational force is also a non-contact force. So, non-contact forces are those forces which are exerted by bodies without being in contact with other bodies. So, that's all for today. Thanks.